What it is, guys, it's your Dino. We're back again with another review, and this one is for Tiny Rogues. Tiny Rogues is a roguelike game, and it has a really cool feature in it that allows you to simulate CRT TVs, as I'm showing on the screen right now. I thought this was a really cool thing, and I wanted to highlight that. But we'll get into the review properly now. So this game is basically a low-res roguelike game that allows you to take on the role of up to 10 different heroes and basically go through 19 different bosses, 10 uniquely themed dungeon floors in a bullet hell roguelike style. And you need to level up, and there's over 60 different passive skills. You can specialize your build in one of 3 core build archetypes: melee, range, or magic. There are over 200 different weapons in the game and equipment that will make each run feel unique, and you can become permanently stronger by collecting souls to spend at the bonfire to unlock starting gift items and passive blessings, which apply to each run. Now, when you start out the game, you start out as this little guy, the hero, the unnamed hero, and once you have progressed through your first run and you die, you will then see new characters appear at the bonfire. Each character that appears at the bonfire will come in over time. You start out with the little knight guy, you start out with the ranger, and you start out with the sorcerer. And as you progress through, you will get new characters as you go. There are a total of 10 different characters that you can play with, and I'm sure that they will probably add more as the game goes along. I believe that this game is very unique in the way it's been written and the way it plays. It is a fantasy roguelike dungeon crawler with an RPG bullet hell mechanic. I think that that is a definite hybridization of multiple genres, and given the fact that this is a game that most people probably wouldn't touch for the fact that it looks low res or it looks old, I feel that this game offers a lot of replayability and a lot of fun. The game released on the 23rd of September. It is developed and published by Ruby Dev, and they've done a really good job with it. I think that the game offers a lot of uniqueness to it, and sadly it's only on PC, but I would love to see it come to the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation, because I think everyone deserves to have a go. The minimum requirements for the game are a dual core 2 GHz CPU, 4 gigs of RAM, Intel HD 520 integrated graphics, and at least 300 megabytes of available space on your hard drive. And it requires basically anything. The OS, it can basically run on a potato, but they recommend that you run it on anything that you want because it works on anything below Windows 10. So it's tailored to run on as many different platforms and as many different things as possible. So that's what you have to look forward to. I think that this game definitely has a lot of character and charm in the fact that it's self-developed, self-published, and it's a cute game. I would love to see it come to other platforms, because I think like this could be a game that could stand up and say, this is why you don't have to invest heavily in graphics. This game has charm, it has replayability, and it's really, really cool the way that they've developed it with the whole CRT system. So it gives you the scan lines and how it makes it look like it's a traditional CRT TV where it was actually a giant phosphorus bulb and stuff like that. It's really, really well done, and I do like that. Personally, I think the only flaw with this game is the fact that it has no controller support on release. As a person with a disability, this is a key thing for me. I would have preferred that this game had controller support, but it doesn't. So I think that that is a negative on my personal preference, because as a person with a disability, having that level of accessibility is key, because it means that I'm able to get involved and play games with more ease. I have to contend with my tics playing these sorts of games, and it does make them very difficult for me to play. That's just my personal situation, and I always try and highlight the fact that accessibility needs to be a thing that needs to be made more aware for developers, and even if they're an indie dev, it's something that they need to be mindful of, because if you're not mindful of this situation, then you're gonna miss out, and you might end up kind of annoying a lot of people. But that's just my opinion. I always try and be as transparent as possible. I think that this game will appeal to people who like roguelikes, people who are more of a seasoned gamer, like the old school fans, because it's definitely in line with the old school graphics, 8-bit, 16-bit kind of stuff. It's really, really nice. It does play very fun. It makes me think of stuff like the Commodore 64 and stuff like that. I think it's very well done on that part. It plays really, really smoothly. Had no problems with it on my PC, and I've got a good PC. It's only a few years old, and it's running last generation of NVIDIA GPU. It's running a 2000 series CPU from AMD, and this handled it perfectly fine. No problem whatsoever. I probably could have made this game run at, if it had an unclocked frame rate, you could probably run it at like 600 FPS, knowing how low its requirements are. It probably could, but that's just my opinion. And on that one, I think that they've done a really good job with the controls. I would like to have seen more accessibility, but all in all, given that one con for the game, I feel like it doesn't have any bad things on its gameplay, its playability. The story that they've created is there, and you can take it or leave it. It's just a fun little RPG roguelite. Some people may just focus on the fact that it's a bullet hell roguelite, dungeon crawling RPG where you get to murder and do stuff like that. I think that they'd probably enjoy that and focus on that part. But all in all, very, very good game. I think it's definitely got the fun factor there. The only thing I would love to see in the future is it come to other consoles, but that's just my opinion, guys. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You can find all the links to everything down below. All the social media stuff's down there. We go live on the channel 6 days a week, Tuesday through to Sunday, 6 p.m. BST GMT, because I'm in the UK. That is our time zone, and you guys, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for Dino smashing that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.